Hi, I am Maya Carpenter, and I am an actress, writer, speaker, and producer, and I'm also a foodie. I'm looking for the Tuscan chicken. The Tuscan chicken, I want mashed potatoes, asparagus, and there's a certain like a flavor that I really like on that Tuscan chicken. Do you still have it? It's like a buttery seasoning. Oh my God, I love it. And make sure you bring extra rolls. We're gonna need some extra rolls. Yeah, I think that'll be all. Wait, for dessert, could you make sure I get an extra side of whipped cream with the cheesecake? Yeah, thank you.
36 for 36 is brought to you by The Late Night Experiment with Motown Maurice. Subscribe today on YouTube.
I love food. I really do. Food is just, to me, it's just not about the presentation for me. It's just about the taste. So as far as I can remember, I think it was 14, when I realized that I wasn't just eating. Like, I actually enjoyed the art of eating and eating food and tasting the food. And I don't know, it just, for me, like, it's like, there's this saying that like people say they eat to live, but I live to eat. So that's just one of my like mottos, because to me it's about the eating, the art, just the taste of the food. And I even recall being in high school and my friends they would be like, Maya, you eat so much and you love food. Like, you just literally love the taste of food. And people just like to watch me eat because I don't know, there's a joy about me. I dance, I sing, I might hum a little something when I'm eating. And that's the indicator that I enjoy my food, you know? And so my mom and my family they started realizing like, okay, yeah, Maya does love to eat. But then they would also call me greedy at the same time because they thought that was just greedy and not just eating, you know? But I beg to differ, because for me, it's not about the presentation or how much, it's about the taste. And if it tastes good, why not eat it? Hello. So after college, I started to realize that I was having some stomach issues and some health issues where I couldn't eat the foods that I've enjoyed all those years. It was just becoming an ongoing thing, and I realized that I would get sick, and it was just causing me not to enjoy what was going on. I wanted to eat and I couldn't. I was calling my family, my mom, and asking or just wondering why this is all happening. And, you know, so it was just it was hard for me to grasp once the doctor shared that, you know, I had developed this stomach issue. So it took a while to kind of gather myself to even realize like, okay, now I'm gonna have to cut back on, you know, different types of foods. And I'm gonna have to try to figure out what can make my life easier without me getting sick all the time and still being able to enjoy my food. So for the next 3 years after college, I was going through that. So I had become a pescatarian, tried to change my eating habits that way, which I'll say my eating habits weren't that bad, but they weren't bad at all. But I guess, you know, the foods just weren't agreeing with me. So I just had to change my eating habits, and it was just a forced thing, and I wasn't happy about it. It just was not a happy thing. I did not enjoy it, but I got used to it. I just continued with that, and I just tried to make do with what I had. I still tried to find recipes, foods that I like. I talked to people, asked them if they knew of different foods, foods that I wouldn't say foods that didn't bother people, but I just went on a journey. I went on a journey with that. But then I started noticing a lot of people, especially celebrities, coming out about different stomach illnesses that caused them to change their eating habits. And in turn, I discovered chef and host Sunny Anderson. She's on the cooking channel. She's very vocal about her stomach illness, and her illness is something very similar to mine. So she talks about just different alternatives that you could still eat and enjoy your food. Her being a chef, her being a host, and she's also a foodie too. So I know she loves to eat. So I bet that was probably very, mind-blowing for her when she discovered that she had that illness. So just listening to her and watching her recipes and looking at her website and just seeing how passionate she is about making sure she's eating the right foods but still enjoying it at the same time, because that's the biggest thing for me, enjoying the food. And it's like, if you're not enjoying the food, then what's the point? At least that's how I feel.
Also, could you bring some extra rolls?
Yeah, thanks. And also, could you add whipped cream to my cheesecake? I want a cheesecake with the strawberries and extra whipped cream, please. Thank you. My near future goal is to create my own food show where I'm speaking to mom and pop restaurants, and to also talk about my love of food, and to also share with people who suffer from a stomach issue that they too can still eat and enjoy their food, and there will be alternatives and you can still enjoy your food. That's the whole point of my show, and I know Sunny Anderson would agree as well, which is why I want to have her on my show as well to talk about her journey being a chef, a foodie, and even suffering with her stomach illness. And I think it can help someone else, just because it's just not out there a lot. And I just want to share with her how much she's been an inspiration to me. So I think it'll be a win-win situation for the both of us. There's just this seasoning that when I had it before, I don't know if you guys still have it, but it's like this seasoning. It's like a buttery, salty taste. Do you guys still have that? Yeah? Thank you. I appeared on the Late Night Experiment with Motown Maurice, season 4, episode 1. I played a court reporter, and that was so exciting. I actually was a reporter professionally, so this was just exciting just to do it for film. It's a different ball game when you're doing it for film, so I really, really enjoyed that aspect. So thank you, Motown Maurice, for that. I'll have more for you after day 1 of the trial of the century. Maya Carpenter, LA Channel 1 News. And you can also see me season 6, the final episode. You see me clapping in the audience. It's so fun. I was enjoying the show, enjoying Motown. It was great. Please check out the Late Night Experiment. You will laugh. You will enjoy the show. I'm in it. Motown is in it. A whole bunch of people, they're in it. You will enjoy it. It's funny. You'll actually get to see like a really late night talk show host experiment. Like, it's really what it is, and you will enjoy it. It's not like any other. He's a talk show host. You will watch it. You will love it. Enjoy.
In the history of late night television, no human interest story compares to the life narrative of Motown Maurice. Subscribe and experience the journey.